What's up, everybody? Happy Thirsty Thursday for whatever you sipping on, whatever you smoking on, whatever you eating on. Cheers. Cheers to that. April 10th, episode 351. Fellas, we didn't even talk about it last week, but we surpassed 350 episodes. That's quite the feat. We just kind of we don't get caught up in the numbers, but
we're such blue collar, hardworking dudes that we just plowed right through that like it was nothing.
Just plowed right through it, like
plowed through it like your mom's.
Yes, like De'Ami Brown would plow through that line on a screen pass. Ain't that right, Phil?
I know nothing about that.
Plowed through it like Big Dick Randy on Halloween. Hey,
Big Dick Randy, bro.
You gonna take this pig?
You know, I bet
we got to listen to more too, bro. We got to listen to more.
He's been singing that song since
all freaking day long, dude. I'm at work, just like, just bob my head. I'm like, man, what are we doing? What am I doing?
I played it on speaker at work all the time.
Dude. I tried to play for my wife. She's like, what the fuck is this? I didn't give her no context, no nothing. She's like, why am I watching this? Clearly it wasn't as funny to her as it was.
Oh, in your car, the system, it hits hard too. Boom,
it got that beat. Uptown Dre, what's up, brother? Say, yo, my brother, in this rock and roll time. That's right, sir. Thank you for joining us. Yep, the dope D music. Compliments of Dev. The description of all his music, well, at least the link he provides us, will be down in the description of this video at the end of the show. So, yeah, check it out. Let's send a couple tweets out here to the social media spheres. How y'all living tonight, man? How y'all doing on this fine Thursday evening?
Just another day in paradise, my friends. That's how it is for me. Just another day in paradise.
Just another day. Just another day in paradise. I'm with it. How about you, Dev? What's good, man?
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday. Shout out to Ryan Elias's daughter, Madison. She's 7. I got it in the description down.
Oh, snap, Ryan. Happy birthday.
Baby is 7 years old. So happy birthday, Madison.
Hopefully he'll chime in. And
happy birthday to my sister, too, who's 37, I think.
37.
I didn't want to know that, but she was in the Navy. So happy birthday to her, to my baby sister. Her birthday was on the 5th. And happy birthday to my cousin, Nene Thompson. Cousin's birthday's in April, man. So
okay,
that's what I'm doing.
That's what's up, man. Good to hear. Today we gonna talk about. See, I texted Ryan, and he's already watching. Man, Ryan's dope, dude. I didn't even have to text him. He's already watching. Appreciate y'all. She funny watching. She watching right now. That's funny. Yeah, it came up on my feed too, man. Happy birthday, Madison. Hope you have a good one. The Commanders were playing. I'd say I hope the Commanders win, but they're not playing for a while. But happy birthday.
Ryan Elias has a lot of kids, bro. He must have a lot of kids.
Or it's perceived that way.
What's that mean? Like,
perceived? I mean, if you see pictures, you don't see them all the time, and you see another picture, and then you're like, oh, there's another one. It could be the same person.
I feel like you have like 6 kids, Steve.
That's what it feels like. I got 3, but it feels like I got more, man.
You have 3 very disciplined, good kids, man.
In the house. The second they leave the house, it's
a wrap.
A whole new world. Like Jasmine says, it's different. I mean, in public settings, they're great. Yeah. In the car, in the house,
my kids are pretty good. Oh my God.
And everything. Today we're going to talk about the worst. The draft is coming up. We're on the draft hype. We're going to talk about the worst draft picks. Each class going to go back to 1983. And so this is where we rely on Professor Phil to give us some insight, because his history on the Washington franchise is, I would put Phil up against any person except for Google or ChatGPT. Even then, they would have to run for their money.
I'll even bring on Tom Libero and his whiny voiced ass.
He sounds like a Scooby-Doo villain, bro.
No, yeah, he looks like an Ewok, though. Sounds like a Scooby-Doo villain, looks like an Ewok. And I stick. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So welcome to the show, everyone. Episode 351. We're calling this Boom or Bust. Yeah, appreciate you, Dre. Calling this one Boom or Bust. As we start to go through this, I'm gonna take the opportunity to put some of these in this, a couple different groups, spread the word. Please make sure you hit that like button if you're watching on the YouTubes. If you're watching from somewhere else, flip on over to YouTube, hit that like and subscribe button if you aren't already. Ryan's got 4 kids, 4 too many. There you go.
I got 5. You
So either Ryan's out here getting it or he has no control.
Between me and my wife, we have 8. 2 grandkids.
You guys are virile in the buzzword for you today. Virile. Gregory, what's up, man? What up, Command this fan? Appreciate you popping in, brother. Appreciate you.
Phil, you need to have some more, man. You lacking, dog.
I don't need. I'm 42 years old. You think I need more kids now?
Yeah.
I told my wife I have a kid at 47. Somebody's gonna have something that rhymes with a smush-mortion. I don't want to say the word, but we're gonna call it smush-mortion.
Yeah.
Someone's having a smush-mortion. I don't know. Or
Great movie.
Or I'm gonna be on one of those
I have
fire station boxes, putting the cookies back in the cookie jar. You know what I'm saying?
I'll put it this way: I have one child that I know of, and I'm very happy with how that one's turning out. I'm batting 1,000. I am not.
There was a Club La Vila that time. You know what I'm saying? Back in spring break days.
Dev, I love your quote from Knocked Up.
Yeah.
Judd Apatow movie, also starring Paul Rudd.
All right, yeah. Mortion.
Had the whole crew in there. We'll have a Paul Rudd moment a week later at the end. But all right, guys, let's talk about the worst draft picks in the history. Not history. I think we said we're going to start back at 1983.
In the history of the generations that make up this podcast and younger. Yeah. We really don't have to be older people to listen to us.
Crazy. My papa listens all the time from heaven, dog. Like he died before
the internet. Here to get the chat.
He died before the internet, but he died before the internet. But I mean, he definitely.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, we're gonna start now.
I don't even know if he was a football fan.
Let me bring this screen up. All right, there we go. 1983. Let's get into it. So as you guys were going through the chat, we're gonna go by draft class, and then we're gonna talk about who we think might be the worst of each class. So let's get right into it.
Are we gonna do who's the worst of all time at the end?
I guess we could if you just try to think about it. We don't need the college and stuff, do we? Because I can zoom in. We don't need to know where they went to college.
Yeah, I'll give football.
All right. So Babe Winkler, what are you doing? Laufenberg. What are you doing?
Damn, Marcus Gilbert was 83. I feel like he was way younger than that.
All right, there we go. Is that good? Visible? Nice and visible for everyone. Okay, there we go. All right, 1983. We're going to pick the worst person. We got Darryl Green, Charles Mann, Babe Laufenberg, Kelvin Bryant, all the names we know and love. And then you got some other people, Winkler, Hallstrom, Marcus Gilbert, Jeff Gandy. I have no idea who these dudes are.
Yeah, I don't know who some of these guys are. So I'm going to go with
Babe.
I'm going to go with Richard Williams only because he was a second-round pick and I don't know who he is. And that's the only thing I have to go by. It says he played 22 games.
No other reason.
He played 22. Is that G for games there?
Could be, I guess.
0 win average. I don't know.
Games 295. Yeah. He played 22 games.
Yeah, he's got to be it, right?
Well, I mean,
hey, Laufenberg is a quarterback, but he's a 6th-round pick. I mean, I don't know if we judge him 6th-round picks like we do now.
I don't know. Second rounder, man.
Second rounder, he got 22 games.
Started all the way back then.
Damn, we were terrible second-round picks.
He didn't start most of the games. Most of the games Babe Laufenberg started did not start with us. He was actually a backup. He was actually a backup in Dallas too. He was backup to Troy Aikman at one point. So Babe Laufenberg had one of those careers where he stuck around. Until 1990, as a backup quarterback in the league. He didn't have particularly stellar stats. He threw 211 passes. So he had something in his career. Kelvin Bryant was he was kind of like Brian Mitchell before Brian Mitchell. He as you see there, he had 260 carries and 154 catches. He was a third down back. He was the third down back for several years. Never could quite break into the starting lineup, but did fill in at times when needed. So you can't put him in there. Charles Mann, of course, you can't put him in there. He's an all-time.
Richard Williams got 1 attempt for 5 yards and never played again, bro.
Yeah, Richard Williams would be the bust of that draft.
All right, Richard Williams it is. All right, let's go to 84. Lots of picks in that one.
Are we just going by for us or for like?
No. All right, Washington Redskins, Washington Commanders, Washington football team. So we'll plow through these here. We love Jay Schrader. You know Jay Schrader. Other than that, I couldn't tell you a whole lot about these people on this list.
Timmy Smith still holds the record for most rushing yards in a Super Bowl.
Why did Bob Slater play no games? Unless these stats are skewed because it was so old. I don't know.
No. First of all, Bob Slater was an offensive lineman.
So the data
problem with Bob Slater is that he couldn't crack the starting lineup.
He was drafted as a defensive tackle.
Or a defensive tackle, I should say. Not offensive tackle. He couldn't crack the starting lineup. First of all, I believe he didn't play a game with anybody. He didn't play a game with us. He didn't play a game with anyone else.
That's an easy pick,
you know,
31st pick in the draft.
I'll come back to that in a second because there's a couple good picks there. Of course, Jay Schrader went to the Pro Bowl with us, and Timmy Smith had 1 great game. Actually, what's this?
You mean 236-yard Super Bowl Timmy Smith?
Right.
Yeah, 204 actually. 204. That's the record still to this day. No one has rushed for 4 yards.
Saquon got it.
Then
Saquon didn't get it.
No one. Saquon had a bad Super Bowl. Remember?
He did.
Didn't have a bad game against us.
Yeah. All right. So who are we picking, guys? Let's just pick one.
Bob Slater.
Bob Slater.
I hate to say that because the problem with Bob Slater is that he had a knee injury and he never was able to come back. He was on the roster, or he was on the roster for 2 years, never got to play a regular season snap.
There it is. I think that's easy. All right. 1985. Some good names on there. Barry Wilburn, Terry Orr. I love Raleigh McKenzie. Jamie Harris.
So this is interesting. All right. So Raleigh McKenzie, 11th round pick, one of the greatest late round picks ever picked up.
Yeah.
Terry Orr, same thing. Barry Wilburn as well. Lionel Vital didn't really do anything with us until 1987. He was brought back. He was already cut from the team. He was brought back as one of the replacements and was a stud running back actually for us in those 3 games. So Lionel Vital, like I said, played 3 games right there at 3.
Lionel Vital jersey would be cool too, by the way, if I could find one.
First off, we didn't talk about this. The fact that there's 12 rounds. There was 12 rounds in the draft up to like 94. They went down to 7. That's crazy. Even before that, there was like in the 70s, I think there was like 30 something. It was crazy. Some stupid number. So up to like 1970 something to 1994 was 12, and then from 94 on, it's been 7. That's pretty cool.
So I would say Torrey Nixon, who just played 50 games and didn't register anything except a couple of interceptions, would be the biggest bust, only because that was a 2nd round pick. He was a 33rd pick overall. Had played 3 years and had 3 picks. So Gregory Pettis and Bobby Bethard come in. All these are Bobby Bethard picks, by the way, Bobby and Joe. That's why you'll notice most of the great picks are in the lower rounds.
Yeah.
So even Dean Hamill was a solid backup tackle for us for years, as well. So these 11th, 12th round guys, 10th round guys, 8th round guys, they all did well. They were really good at finding the diamonds in the rough. They just did not hit very often on high round draft picks. And you'll notice they didn't have a lot of high round draft picks, right? There's no 1st round pick in this draft.
We kept it going.
Now, if you go to 84, I don't think there was a 1st round pick in that draft either. I'm sorry, no, Bob Slater.
Yeah.
Was a low.
It said second.
No. It was second.
Yeah.
Again, no 1st round pick. So they didn't really keep the 1st round picks. They used them a lot as trade bait because they knew they were going to get the talent on the back end, right? Raleigh McKenzie started a lot of games for us. Hell, if you look, he played until the year 2000.
Yeah. So you're saying who's the one in this one?
The bust is going to be Tory Mixon.
All right. Sorry, buddy. You are the bust. 1986, another no first round pick, but you got a good draft here. Alvin Walton, one of my favorite safeties.
Alvin Walton was a stud. Raven Caldwell was
number
a special
40.
teams star.
Kirk Gavea, number 54, went on to be a coach. Mark Rippon, old Rip, won a Super Bowl for us. So there you go.
So again, we got to look at the top of the end of this. I'm going to say Walter Murray was the bust. Second round pick. Didn't do anything for us. Didn't play a lot. I would go with Marcus Cook. They wanted Marcus Cook to be a stud. And just they constantly had somebody else in front of him. They tried to get him to be a starter. He was a better rotational and depth piece. But he was on 2 Super Bowl teams and he did start some games for us, but just 10.5 sacks over the course of 6 seasons just ain't going to cut it.
They want to cut it. So we are officially going
Kirk Gavea. Again, Kirk Gavea. Look at that. 8th round. All right. And that dude was a stud. Mark Rippon, 6th round.
Value, man.
Quarterback to get a Super Bowl for. Raven guys like Raven Caldwell, Alvin Walton, all these guys solid. So Walter Murray would be the bust out of this draft.
Yeah, Walter Murray. All right, Walter Murray.
Imagine living in the town where you draft a quarterback in the 6th round who one day stays on your team all the way to the 90s
and he hits
and wins a Super Bowl.
And he hits Tia.
Uptown Dre said Marcus Cook was the busto. I would say that, except Marcus Cook did start 68 games for us, whereas Walter Murray was out in 19. He was out in 2 seasons, whereas Marcus Cook found a role as a rotational guy, amongst the Fred Stokes and all that that they later brought in. But he was not a steady starter. No, he was definitely not worth a 2nd round pick, but he produced enough that I can't say he's the bust of this draft.
So who is it?
It's Walter Murray.
Walter Murray.
Walter, you're out. I'm just addressing comments.
Yep. 87. If you notice, the volume is nice in all these picks. 1987, we were on our way again to another Super Bowl. Timmy Smith.
That's the Timmy Smith that I was referring to, not the other Timmy Smith.
Yeah.
That's the Timmy Smith that ran for
42
yards.
42 to 10 in the Super Bowl versus the Broncos.
Yes. He holds the Super Bowl record. Timmy
I think
Smith.
The bust candidacy is high in this 1987 class when you look at the numbers.
It is. It's going to be Wally Clayton because he never played for us.
All right, Wally.
But again, look at this. Look at the Ed Simmons, who was a rotational starter and then became a steady starter at left tackle for years. After the first Gibbs era, he was a guy who kind of helped us transition into the what do you call it, the Norv Turner era. He was the starter at tackle. Brian Davis was all right, but was supplanted. He went elsewhere too, and made a career for himself. Played till 1994. But honestly, I would give Timmy Smith the bust on this if it weren't for that Super Bowl game, because the dude ruined his own career.
Crack again.
Got into crack in the late 80s.
Yeah.
So, but Johnny Thomas had a decent little career as a backup and a special teamer across the league. Clarence Vaughn was a kick returner.
Yeah.
Very good kick returner actually for not just us but also for the Colts. So we had some talent. At later rounds, we do well. It's those early rounds.
Dre said Brian Davis, a BSJ type. He wasn't okay here. Greg says, was Ron drafting these teams? Hey, Phil, do me a favor. And you probably know this. As we go along, I don't remember who the GMs were. I mean, I know Casserly.
This is Bobby Bethard. It's Bobby Bethard
okay.
Until 1991.
Okay, just keep that in mind as we go along. So
you'll see changes in philosophy as time goes on.
All right. So who are you going with officially?
I'm going with Wally Clayton.
Wally Clayton. All right, Klein. There you go. Sorry. 1988. We drafted Chip Lomiller.
In the second round.
In the second.
You draft a kicker in the second round. I'm already calling that a bust, but he was so good for us.
What?
He was in a McDonald's commercial,
bro. That's amazing. Number 8, the original first grade 8.
This is an interesting one because
Jamie Morris was good.
Most of these guys never played in the NFL. Look at that. Look, only 4 draft picks played in the NFL from this draft. Look at that. Now, Mike Oliphant was absolute dumpster juice here and dumpster juice when he went to Cleveland. But we did trade him for Ernest Biner.
Great from the Browns.
Yeah, so you were talking about a steal of a trade.
Yeah.
Stan Humphries.
Let him go to the Chargers, man.
Let him go. Stan Humphries, though, wanted to be a starter. He could not supplant Mark Rippon.
No.
Mark Rippon got hurt in 1990. Stan comes in, looks good initially, and then just starts throwing picks all over the place. Dude had an interception and touchdown interception ratio
500.
3 to 10. It was 3 to 10.
Finished his career at 89-84. He was great for that 1 year with the Chargers, or a couple years with the Chargers.
Yeah.
You could put Rich Gannon in that same boat too. We let Rich Gannon go because he was too old, and he goes on to the Raiders. Take him to a Super Bowl and loses.
We also got Rich Gannon because we had 3 quarterbacks get hurt.
Yeah.
we were running out. Guys played quarterback in 93.
So who are we going to roll with on this list? I guess they can all get it, man.
Yeah. I'm going to go Carl Mims only because he's the highest draft pick.
Carl Mims.
Actually, no. I'm looking at Oliphant. Like Oliphant.
Okay. You're all getting it, man. You're all.
It was a terrible draft.
You're all getting it. Terrible. Except for Chip Miller. Great kicker. 1989. Tracy Rocker. What a name.
Tracy Rocker was he ended up filling his backup. Notice first draft pick, third round.
AJ Johnson was a good DB, number 47, if I'm not mistaken, for the Redskins. Number 47.
AJ Johnson started for a few years, or was a starter. Mark Schlereth, of course, started. Of course, he also won a Super Bowl with us and went to the Broncos. Won a couple Super Bowls with them. Old Stink, as they called him. You know why they called him Stink, right?
Who? Schlereth?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, dude used to go to the bathroom right there in his fucking uniform during games. He wouldn't leave.
He would shit himself on the sideline.
He was known for pissing himself.
Oh, pissing himself.
He may probably shit himself too. That's what they call him, Stink.
Stink. One greatest lineman, Gregory Pett. There we go. Okay.
Jimmy Johnson was a solid backup. He played in the league for 10 years as well. But Eric Folter, how you pronounce it? Like I know the player, but I can't remember how you pronounce the name without looking. Folter. He's your bust. He didn't do nothing for nobody.
Okay, there you go. Folter, you are off the See ya. 1990. We are in the 90s now. You're going to start to see a little more familiar names. Andre Collins, Kerry Conklin, backup quarterback.
Andre Collins was a great linebacker, and I was sad to see him go.
Yeah.
He's very swift. Very good at nabbing interceptions and stuffing the run. Mo Elobanibi was a solid backup tackle. And you got to think too, we had the Hogs. It was hard to crack that lineup unless someone got hurt. Kerry Conklin was a backup. That's all he ever was. Brian Mitchell, 5th round pick. Definitely the best pick out of this draft, with Andre Collins being second. But I'm going to say Mo Elobanibi was the bust because he just couldn't find his way onto the field.
Yeah.
Guys would get hurt, and then Ed Simmons would go in. Mo Elobanibi never just was when he came in, there was a definite drop-off in performance with the offense.
Mo, you out. All right, 1991. We are on our way to our second Super Bowl. Ricky Irvins, one of my favorite running backs. He was a spellback that year. Super, scat back. Just, I feel like he was a home run hitter. If he got away and broke away, you weren't going to catch him. Loved him. And look, in the 12th round,
Keenan
McCardell, who's been a coach on this team.
883 receptions. 12th round pick, we let him go.
Insane. Where did he spend most of his time?
That's why I said a couple of pods ago.
Chargers?
We had Keenan McCardell. Can you imagine how different the 90s would have been if we had him there? Opposite Henry Ellard and Michael Westbrook?
Yeah. That's insane, dude.
Keith Cash is another one who made himself a decent little career at tight end. He ended up going to the Chiefs and playing with Joe Montana and them, and had a decent career. So this is a couple of ones where guys we drafted we just didn't hold on to them.
Dennis Ransom be the worst one of this.
It's hard to call a bust. I'm going to say Bobby Wilson was a bust because he never played like a first round.
Dennis Ransom.
Dennis Ransom.
Well, Dennis Ransom didn't play, but he was a 6th rounder. I'm not calling a 6th rounder a bust because he didn't make the team. Bobby Wilson was a 1st round pick, and
that's fair.
He just never played like a 1st round pick. Ever.
Right. Bobby Wilson. Bobby, you're out. All right. Let's keep moving. 92. So we won the Super Bowl that January, and then we're on to the season after the Super Bowl. We have all these picks. Desmond Howard, Heisman Trophy winner out of University of.
All right. I'm not. You ain't gotta say nothing to rest. He's the bust. He's the bust, bro. You can go to the next one. This is gonna take all day. Right. He's the bust.
Desmond Howard.
It took him 3 years. It took him 3 years to have a touchdown reception on his team.
Yeah, bust. 93. You got Tom Carter, Reggie Brooks, number 40 out of Notre Dame.
Not a bust, I don't think.
No. So
Tim, I love
Tom Carter. Tom Carter's not a bust. Reggie Brooks is not a bust. It's gonna be Rick Hamilton. Because Rick Hamilton.
Oh no! Hold on. If you're a punter in the 3rd round, you might have to be a bust if you ain't.
That's probably true. You could probably get it.
If you're a punter in the 3rd round and we don't know who you are, bro.
I guess you could say that.
93. All right, 94. We drafted 2 quarterbacks. Heath Schuler. And Gus Frerotte. Heath Schuler. You get it. 95.
Heath Schuler.
Michael.
We're going to discuss nothing else. Now, if you look at the rest of that draft, 94.
Johnson, Joe Patton. Right. Pretty
Trey
good.
Johnson, Titus Winans, Joe Patton.
What school did Jamie Asher go to? Oh, we ain't there yet.
Jamie Asher, I have no idea.
Jamie Asher came right there. Jamie Asher, let me guess, Louisville. Was he a Louisville guy?
Kentucky. I don't know. No idea.
But anyway,
Big Peen University.
95. 95 is a tougher one because a lot of these guys contributed to some extent.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say. There was no bust in that draft. You can say Westbrook, but
Greg's like these drafts are atrocious.
Jamie Asher's actually from Bowling Green, bro, and he went to Louisville. He went to Louisville. He's from here. He's from this town.
Of course.
We went to Warren. He's the same school my kids go to now. I think he might have went to Warren Central.
So 95, I can't really say anybody was a true bust.
Westbrook, man. I mean
Westbrook also did have 1,000-yard season with us.
He did. And then he beat the shit out of Stephen Davis. And then
he beat the shit out of Stephen Davis in 98. He had the 1,000-yard season in 99.
Oh, that's all that's what.
But I mean, he beat the shit out of Stephen Davis, who is not a small man.
No.
But Westbrook wasn't a small man either. Westbrook was 6'3", 220.
Yeah. That's Michael Westbrook down in the bottom right next to LeBron Landry, for the record. 82. I didn't like Michael Westbrook. He was a University of Colorado guy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he caught Colorado. He caught the Mile High Miracle Pass.
Yeah, that's right.
Or was where from Cordell Stewart.
Yeah.
But Michael Westbrook he underperformed, but I wouldn't call him a bust. Not in the way you say a bust.
1st round pick.
Heath Schuler was a bust. Michael Westbrook just couldn't stay healthy, but when he was healthy, he did make plays. He did.
He had a Pro Bowler too, didn't he?
All right.
He came close. Him and
that mattered.
What's the guy's name? Albert Connell had the dual 1,000-yard seasons.
All right. Well, let's give it to Larry Jones then, because it looks like he played 0 games. Larry Jones.
Yeah. So I guess we'll say Larry Jones.
You can get it. 96. 96 going to be there. Steven
Andre
Davis.
Johnson. You don't have to go any further. That dude was so bad that Norv Turner literally turned to his coach, turned to one of his offensive coaches, and says, "Get him out of there before he hurts himself."
Andre Johnson. See ya, dude. 97.
Andre Johnson's a Penn State guy. It hurts me to say that.
So we have changed general managers at this point, right?
No, we've been at Charlie Casserly since 1990.
1990. Okay.
Since 1991.
91.
And you'll notice that these drafts get a little more top heavy because Casserly was better at drafting in earlier rounds.
Kennard Lang, Greg Jones, Albert Cannell, Derek Smith.
I can't say there's a real bust in this draft because those first 4 picks all produced.
Yeah, I had a high expectation for Albert Cannell. Never really mattered too much.
Well, he had one great season with us, but he was also a 4th rounder.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he also had that one season when he went 60 catches for over 1,000 yards. Him and Westbrook both, their seasons were almost identical. But Derek Smith was a solid middle linebacker in the league. Greg Jones, same thing. Jamel Williams was a career backup. Keith Thibodeau was a career backup and special teamer. So that draft is pretty decent. Brad Badger, 8th round, or was it 8th rounder?
All turns.
I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, he's a 5th rounder. Brad Badger started many games with this team. He played for quite a while as he was a starting guard for us.
It's a good name, Brad Badger.
The All Glock Dookie Award.
All Glock Dookie Awards. Dre says solid 97 draft. Well, pick one. Let's pick one. I'm
going to say Jamel Williams.
Jamel Williams.
5th round picks can't be bust, all right?
Huh?
5th round picks can't be bust, all right?
Yeah, well, you got it.
Back then,
somebody's got to take it, right?
No, because by now the drafts were down to like 7 rounds.
88, 98. Year I graduated high school. Skip Hicks. I like
Steven Alexander, who took Jamie Asher's job. Skip Hicks. Sean Barber. Sean Barber is someone I wish we had also kept longer.
You could
Sean Barber.
Patrick Barber.
Skip Hicks might be the bust here. 2nd round pick.
Yeah, he was a 3rd round pick, and he just never. I mean, he was perennial backup. He was going to be our starter, and then here comes Stephen Davis. Like, nah, dude, I got this.
He had some good spells when he performed when he needed to perform.
Oh no, I remember Patrick Palmer.
Although Mark Fisher never did shit for us either. So
from Alabama, whatever, he was cold. I mean, didn't he go to Alabama, Patrick Palmer?
I don't know. There's no link to click him, so. We can give it to Patrick Palmer because he's got a big goose egg on the stat. So, for whatever reason, keep it moving. 99. You notice draft picks are getting smaller and fewer, but we got the Hall of Fame.
Tim Alexander wins this.
Even John Jansen.
This was another solid draft. Champ Bailey in the 1st round. John Jansen in the 2nd. Jansen played right tackle for us for a decade.
Yeah.
I remember Nate Stimson.
But I'm going to say Nate Stinson.
All right, Nate Stimson. You can get it. 2000, we have crossed into the next century. LeVar Arrington, Chris Samuels.
This is the infamous draft,
like
where we were trying to cash in on
Ricky
Williams trade, which was in '99, but we got all these picks in 2000, or we traded a lot of picks to get up in 2000. So that's how we ended up with getting LeVar Arrington and Chris Samuels back to back.
I'm taking LeVar. I love LeVar, but I'm taking LeVar. His body was just not meant for football. It was health issues, man. He was all the talent in the world. His body just couldn't take it.
If you look at who you expected the most out of it, I guess you're right.
2nd overall pick.
I don't know, man. I have a hard time calling him a bust, though.
He went to 2 Pro Bowls. That's why I have a hard time calling him a bust too. So Lloyd Harrison did nothing for us, though. So I would give it to him personally.
I think Dre agrees with you. We'll go Lloyd Harrison.
LeVar, like he's floating just over bust street.
Yeah.
If you just want to look at where you were drafted, what was expected of you.
I don't know. I don't know this next category, man. I might have to go Mario Mons because all these motherfuckers played.
Rod Gardner, Fred
Smoot, Sage Rosenfels.
I'm gonna go Rod Gardner. Though. I think I had 4 starts.
Sage Rosenfels was absolute garbage. Get him out of here.
Rod Gardner's the 1st round pick and started 4 games though.
No, he didn't. He played 90. No, he was in that's not started 4 games.
I don't know what that
he played 91 games.
I know what start.
Pass breakups.
That's not start. That ST is not start.
This is game. Got to go to the G games played. I don't know what that ST is. It's
start. I thought
right? All Pro, Pro Bowl, All Pro, first team All Pro, Pro Bowl, and
starts.
It's not starts because then nobody started game.
Is it seasons or I don't know what it is.
Nah, it starts.
It's not starts. Here. Rod Gardner started more than 4 games for us.
ST
glossary.
Number of years as a starter.
He's a 4-year primary starter. That's what they're saying.
Oh, okay. Right. Still not good enough.
Still not good enough. All right, let's go back down.
4 years as a primary starter, and he had 1,000-yard season, his 2nd year in the league. And he had the misfortune of playing for guys like his debut in this league was in Marty Schottenheimer's ball control.
Didn't he fit to be a model or some shit?
He's a fitness influencer now. The dude is
jacked.
I would say McCants maybe.
Yeah, I mean he's a fucking
41 games.
the 5th round pick.
Yeah.
Who gets 7 starting years out of a 5th round pick, bro?
Out of 7? No.
Yeah, 7. That's what that's what's the guy's right.
Yeah. 41 games, only 58 catches, 774.
Yeah.
Mario Mon, since your stats, I guess we'll just give it.
I guess it's not really the bust. We're talking about worst pick in the class.
Yeah, it's worst pick. Bust. Yeah, we keep alluding to
yeah. I still think Sage Rosenfels was. I know he's a 4th rounder, so you can't expect him to be a starter. But
serviceable backup for a few years in the league.
He was terrible for us. He was absolutely god awful for us.
There you go, Sage. You can get it. All right, 2002.
Sage got a name like his mama was a black woman.
Patrick Ramsey, who we tarnished.
Ramsey's up there now. Patrick Ramsey, you could say at the same time. I can't say I blame him. He was being mentored by Steve Spurrier. So Rashad
Ballman probably gets it of all these people.
Yeah, Rashad Ballman was just never lived up to it. Actually, no. Cliff Russell. Cliff Russell was brought in and did nothing.
Okay, Cliff Russell. You can get it. 2003, 3 picks. Taylor Jacobs, Derek Dockery, Gibran Hamdan, who's a Northern Virginia guy.
It's gonna be
Taylor Jacobs. Jacobs
get rid of picks and shit.
This was Taylor Jacobs was a Spurrier pick.
He was terrible. Couldn't be too mad.
Yeah.
Like if we got him when he was coming out of college, we was like, oh my god, this guy's awesome. And he wasn't.
Taylor Jacobs, I thought was going to be a star, and just wasn't.
Suck, dude. All right, 2004, 4 picks. Just with Taylor and Cooley alone, that just drafts a hit. But so really, you got
Wilson.
Mark Wilson. All right, you can get it. No need to drill on that one.
But that's those first 2 picks, man.
Yeah.
DC
2005,
legend.
Carlos Rogers, Jason Campbell, and then
Manuel White wins this.
Yeah, Manuel White.
McCoon from Louisville. McCoon from Louisville. Also, good follow on Twitter, by the way.
Nehemiah Broughton. Now, here's the funny thing about Nehemiah Broughton. That dude was one of the original online sweethearts because he would play really well in the preseason and then get to the practice squad and never saw the field.
For real.
Yeah, he was he was the guy he was Marcus Mason, Colt Brennan, Mark McMillan before those guys. It was Nehemiah Broughton. He would put up all these stats playing against 3rd and 4th stringers, couldn't make squad.
Greg said we on Vinny Serrato now, right?
We are in Vinny Serrato. Territory.
Ramsey is all-time shit worse than Haskins, but I would say we screwed Ramsey over. Like
Ramsey was screwed by the system.
I saw him playing Taylor and he wasn't no joke.
And honestly, Ramsey came in and spelled Mark Brunell in 2004, 2005, and did an okay job.
Yeah,
his development got stunted by playing in the fun and gun.
Rogers was tough with us, man. He could not catch a pick, and like Ryan said, he got that.
And then he got LASIK surgery.
Went to the 49ers, boom, blew up. So who are we giving it this one
but
to?
You know what? Carlos Rogers was really good at locking down defenders. He just couldn't get the picks. Yeah. So I'm not calling him a bust.
2006.
Reed Doughty. No, I was joking.
That dude had staying power, dude. Staying power.
Reed Doughty.
Rocky McIntosh played for a while here, so maybe it's.
He did. I always wish he had
Miami.
I always thought he was going to be more than anyway he was.
Yeah.
But it took him a while to get to the field. Kendrick Golson's another guy who was here forever.
Yeah, Anthony Montgomery, 5th round pick. How you play the worst ones?
I am going to say Anthony Montgomery because he was a forever backup.
All right. There you go. 7, Landry, HB Blades, Palmer, Landry, LeBron Landry.
Hard to say.
Dude, Landry had like one good year with Sean Taylor, right? And then Sean Taylor passed, and then it was
LeBron Landry never lived up to that first round pick after.
6 pick over him and Asimigo Atogwe were supposed to be like the next best thing. OJ Atogwe. And LeBron Landry.
That's because they moved Landry out of position. They moved Landry to take over for Sean Taylor.
And he just wasn't designed to do that.
He's not that guy. So
and Landry, he'd give up a 30-yard pass, tackle a guy, and just stand over top of him and just celebrate. Like, what are you doing? You just gave up a 30-yard. I hate LeBron Landry, dude. I hated him so bad.
I wouldn't even begin to argue this one with you. I know you hate him that much.
All right, 2008. You see our draft picks tick up. Devin Thomas, Fred Davis, Malcolm Kelly, all of the 2nd round.
Colt Brennan, I thought here's the thing. we could have had, with 2 of these picks, could have had Deshaun Jackson as a rookie.
Yeah.
But the thing is about the 08 draft is at least I saw them making an effort to address things.
Yeah.
Right? Like Devin Thomas and Malcolm Kelly.
They were trying to get offensive weapons.
So Fred Davis eventually did something with this.
He did. And then he started smoking weed, and then he couldn't get back. Get back.
Malcolm Kelly just couldn't stay healthy. Devin Thomas, God, that's a tie because Thomas and Kelly to me are one and the same.
Yeah,
so pretty good draft class. Devin Thomas wins though. This.
Oh yeah, Devin Thomas, you get it, man.
Devin Thomas gets it because of the fact that he thought he was a male model.
So Ryan, you say Reed Doughty.
Oh, he was.
I think Dev could vouch you that Reed Doughty, for whatever he did, in 2007 class draft pick, he's used as a measuring stick for this team for the rest of his life, even after he passes, for someone who just stays employed. That dude just stayed employed on this team for how many years? I don't even know how many years. A lot of years. So that's the measuring stick right there. All right, so we're giving it to Devin Thomas. 2009. We got a Rakpo, Barnes, Cody Glenn, Robert Henson, good follow on Twitter, Eddie Williams, and Marco Mitchell. I'm not going to call a Rakpo a bust at all.
I'm not, but I always felt that we never got everything out of him we could have.
Yeah, and then he had those damn pectoral tears that he just kept tearing.
All right, Eddie Williams.
Kevin Barnes?
It's Cody Glenn? Kevin Barnes.
Yeah, we got back Kevin
Barnes. Kevin Barnes. All right, Kevin Barnes, you get it. Katie Barnes getting it. Ryan's right. Chris Horton was great. We even called him what? The Sheriff?
No, that was Stanley Richard.
No, that was Stanley Richard. Never mind. Number 24. Chris Horton was number
4. Was it the Predator?
Horton
you call the Predator?
And then got exposed.
You would call Horton the Predator?
I don't remember.
Cat dreads or some shit, right?
2010, the year of Trent Williams, Perry Riley. I hated Perry Riley.
I like Perry Riley. I just thought he was misused.
Yeah. Selvish Capers. What a great name that was. But again, who are you giving this to?
If you look, not a lot after Trent Williams to get to the 4th round, so it's hard to say.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say Dennis Morris.
Dennis Morris.
Never called my day.
You can have it. 2011. All right. We are in the Shanahan era.
Now, this is an interesting draft because look at all the picks we got.
Yes.
Leonard Hankerson wins this, bro.
Jenkins. Well, no. I think you're right. Because Jenkins contributed way more than Leonard Hankerson.
No, I would say Hank Tank.
Well, when you look at games, but you know what? These are games over his career, not with Washington. So that's a little
Jarvis
misleading.
Jenkins also he was
out of
supposed
Clemson
to be the guy
Yeah.
at defensive tackle and just became a backup real quick.
But you know what's funny? Out of all these picks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, only one hit, Ryan Kerrigan. 1 out of 11. What's that ratio like, dude? That's terrible.
I mean, look at the mid to late round. Roy Halou.
Hello.
He kind of hit.
Nebraska. Cornhusker great.
Hit.
Niles
Paul, who's also Nebraska.
Yep.
His career was he was going to be the starter over
tore his knee.
Before his knee.
Yep. Evan Royster, Penn State, great.
Chris Neal was going to be the nose tackle. Thought he was going to be.
Chris Neal, we thought was going to be.
Aldrick Robinson had a great first year, and then just kind of fell off after that. Went to the Falcons. Was a backup wide receiver there. Truck Neal at nose tackle. He started. And
if I'm not mistaken, Evan Royster, I believe he was like a Fairfax County, Virginia guy.
Yes.
I'm almost positive he was Fairfax County.
Yeah. But that's why people were so excited.
Yeah. So who are we going to give this to? Leonard Hankerson or Jarvis Jenkins? Jarvis Jenkins. All right. Now, 2012, Robert Griffin III's year, along with Kirk Cousins, Alfred Morris. Clearly, it's not Alfred Morris.
So
Jordan Bernstein.
It's got to be Laribas. He's the bust.
Yeah. Got to be. Although I think some people probably argue discount 2012, it might be Robert Griffin, but he's not. We're talking the worst player in this class, so clearly it's not RG3.
He was a guy who did not live up to his draft.
I thought Richard Crawford was going to make something happen for us too. He never did. Laribas, you can get it. 2013, David Amerson, the guy who just could not get right, man.
Sorry, Rambo, bro.
Could not get right.
I got a 50-yard line tickets whenever Chris Johnson shook him in Tennessee and ran like 90 yards for a touchdown.
I was
living
a 6th round pick.
That shit happen, dog.
Emerson was a 2nd rounder who was projected to go 1st round. Sorry, Emerson's out. I know Dre says Philip Thomas. Philip Thomas was drafted in the 4th round. Emerson was drafted in the 2nd round, and people thought he would have gone in the 1st. People thought he was that good. He had led the NCAA in interceptions his last year in college, and was just absolute burnt toast here.
Yeah.
That's Jordan Reed was the best pick.
There you go. Emerson was St. Juice 1.0. So dude knew how to draw a penalty and get burnt. He got some picks, so St. Juice. So I'm going to say Emerson's your bust.
Emerson, there it is. You getting it. All right, 2014. Trent Murphy, Morgan Moses, Bashad Breeland, Ryan Grant. Trent Murphy?
Bashad,
a lot of injuries.
What? Trent Murphy made a career out of himself when he went to Buffalo. That's what pissed me off.
A lot of injuries.
He could have been good.
All right.
But
let's blow through these next 10. Who are we going to go?
I'm going to go.
I'm going to go Trent Murphy because I wanted so much more. Y'all can pick who you want.
Yeah. I get good.
We're not even going to buzz anymore. Trent Murphy. 2015. Matt Jones.
Matt Jones. No, Matt Jones is a friend of the show.
True. Ari
Quandijo,
Alabama guy. We thought high of him.
We thought he would. They always say he was about to crack the starting lineup.
All right, pick your poison right here. Josh Doxson is Joe Cray. They can both get it.
Yeah, both. They
can both get it. Okay. 2017. Ryan Anderson. Second round pick out of Alabama.
And you know what? Ryan Anderson's another friend of the show.
Is he?
Did we get a shout out? I know I got a shout out.
Okay.
Never mind.
So probably Ryan Anderson or Fabian Moreau.
Yeah. I mean, 20, he stuck around for a while.
18. Oh, man.
Darius Geis.
Love Geis, man.
That hurts me.
He follows our Twitter account, but love Geis. Troy Apke, too. Trey Quinn, Mr. Irrelevant. Troy Apke had – who was the fast one? Was it Troy Apke or Trey Quinn?
It was Troy Apke. Trey Quinn was Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Oh, that's right. Mr. Irrelevant, too, I believe. All right, 2019, Terry McLaurin, Dwayne Haskins year. Bryce Love.
Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins. Yeah, rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. Rest in peace.
Bryce Love got hurt. I mean, I can't. Yeah. That killed me. I love Bryce Love.
Ryan, it's gonna be Dwayne Haskins though.
Hey Ryan, we had Matt Jones on this show back when we first started podcasting. I want to say in 2021 we had it when he was actually getting ready to go to the XFL. So you got to go back in the archives of the YouTube channel. But we had Matt Jones on this show,
and we were going to start a petition to bring him back. Remember, we didn't have a running back.
And then we went into like the Fat Rob years. And
Matt Jones cool shit too.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He was cool. Bring him back, man. That's tripping. See if he wants to watch Big Dick Randy
now. I don't think he wants to.
See if we want to watch Big Dick Randy videos with us. With
us. All right, 2020. Chase Young, A.G. Gibson, A.G. Antonio Gandy Golden.
Sadiq Charles. Yeah. I'm sorry.
The legend of Antonio Gandy Golden. I would say
Sadiq Charles, but y'all kept trying to convince me that AGG was going to be the greatest things in sliced.
No, that was LB.
That was LE. I rode the coattails because I thought it was really funny.
So. That was LE. That was not us. No one else liked that dude. I definitely didn't like Sadiq Charles, by the way.
Liberty University, great. Liberty University. All right, 2021. Got to be Jamin Davis out this list.
I know it's not De'Ami Brown. I know it's not De'Ami Brown.
It is not De'Ami Brown.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, the more I am going to miss De'Ami Brown.
Me too, Phil.
That guy just brought something so special to the team.
I'm glad.
It's going to be tough without him.
It sure is. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine, Phil. Don't worry, Phil. We'll be fine.
Dax Milne wins this.
Dax.
I was trying to Dax Milne was Steal Your Girl, but so was Trey Quinn.
Yeah.
Hey, who would have thought? Hey, out of all you on this list, though, John Bates might got paid the most.
That's damn Cosme, but
John Bates got paid more
out of all picks, the only two hit Cosme and Bates.
I don't know, Cheeseman.
Cameron. Oh yeah, we cut him.
Oh shit, yeah, he might be the bust. He's a long snapper and got cut, bro.
But Jamin Davis was a first round pick. We cut him.
He's still in the league, bro. And he played like 5 years, too.
Right. And remember, we're not saying bust. We're saying worst pick.
Worst pick. It's Cameron Cheese.
Yeah. Cheeseman.
Cheeseman was the worst pick.
Yeah. 22.
This is going to hurt me.
Sam Howell, Cole Turner,
Phil Mathis,
B-Rob, Jahan.
It's Phil Mathis.
It's Dotson. You crazy.
Dotson at least was productive. In 3 seasons, he's got over 100 receptions and 11 touchdowns.
Rookie year, he was productive.
Yeah.
No, it's Mathis.
Right. The Cheeseman House snapper sucks so much.
It's Mathis, and I like Phil Mathis. I really did. I thought he was going to be good.
Who did Cheeseman get hurt? Was it Tress? Did he get Tress way hurt?
He got Tress hurt.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Go to hell, Cheeseman. Go to hell. Go to hell. Mathis, also Dotson. Ryan Elias, Cole Turner was all the hype. Yeah. He's still on this team, which is crazy. He's still on the team. How?
So not was.
Is. He still is. Who are we giving this to then? Who do we think?
I'm giving it to
Mathis. All right, Mathis, you can get it. 23.
Forbes.
24. The story is yet to be written, but you got to pick someone.
It's gotta be fucking
right now it's Jordan McGee because he hasn't played.
Yeah, true.
Nah, really? You think it's over Ben Sinnott? What's he doing? They got 5 catches.
Hey, he's got a touchdown.
The 2nd round pick, bro.
He's got a touchdoon, and he's.
I will not pick Ben Sinnott.
Jordan McGee hasn't played.
I am biased.
Yeah, but he hasn't played. But Ben Sinnott has played and got 5 fucking catches.
I mean, he's 3rd on the depth chart.
By the way, after the pod,
you third on depth chart, man. You
after the pod, remind me. I got a story about Dominique.
Pound for pound, I'm going Ben Sinnott now.
Yeah, wait till he has.
That's been worse than anybody on this list.
650 yards receiving this year. Just wait, Dev. It's coming. Shit. All right, guys.
I'll buy if Ben Sinnott has 600 yards receiving. I will buy you a Ben Sinnott jersey, bro. Authentic. Won't even hit Japan. Even though the authentic ones might be cheaper than Japanese.
Yeah, with all the tariffs now, you never know.
Yeah.
Oh man, good stuff. All right, so we just wanted to blow through all the draft picks. That went way longer than it should, but that was fun. Couple other things we want to share as we go along. So if you're not tracking, the NFL has this thing called the quarterback playbook that they're previewing per Adam Schefter at the Fanatics Fest in New York City coming up. It's going to be a panel which puts Dan Marino, John Elway, Jaden Daniels, and CJ Stroud all on a stage at one time. That's pretty awesome. Discussing lessons learned throughout their careers. It's June 20th to the 22nd. And there's going to be a bunch of other more panels coming too, but here, I'll just show this. I just thought it was a cool thing and I wanted to share it, but per Adam Schefter, this is what's coming up here. I'll, there you go. Oof, where'd it go? Did I share? Oh, here it is. Sorry. Right there. See right there. That's what's coming up. I thought that's pretty cool, man.
I think it's a good thing though.
Yeah. And depending on what they do, I mean, that's a good
and you're
little
talking to
there.
guys who are young, so they can kind of give a perspective of what they're going through right now. And guys who can say, you know what, when you get further into your career, this is what you can expect.
Right.
Give them both the short and the long-term game. I like that.
Yeah.
So
our quarterback's getting featured, man. That's
good on the NFLPA for that one.
Yep. Oh, so are you guys familiar with the Ed Block Courage Award?
Yes.
So the Ed Block Courage Award recognizes members within the NFL community that inspire courage and inspiration. So this year, I did not know this, and I could be because I'm ignorant. I had no idea this was happening. But our head athletic trainer, Al Bellamy, he's been in this franchise from 98 to 2001, but he I guess he won a Super Bowl 91 with us too. He's been on the team forever. He was nominated for the Ed Block Courage Award by Dan Quinn. He was diagnosed with cancer early 2024. Mm-hmm. Multiple surgeries, treatments, trials, tribulations. He worked through camp. He got hospitalized several days, and he was given, I don't know his current status, but he was given co-winner of the honorary Ed Block Courage Award, man. So shout out to him, man. That's pretty sick.
Typo of Bubba Tyer, who is probably the greatest trainer in history.
Yeah. All right. Still going. Yes. Yeah, look at that, man.
Yeah. So anybody who's Al Bellamy is, like I said, he's a disciple of Bubba Tyer. Bubba Tyer was the trainer for this franchise through about 3 or 4 different head coaches, including both. He was a trainer for this team. I'm sorry, not more than 3 or 4. He was a trainer for this team both with Gibbs 1.0 and 2.0.
Yeah.
If that tells you anything. Al Bellamy kind of comes from his tree of training people. So shout out to him. He's always been kind of an assistant guy, but does his role well. I've heard nothing but good things about him as a trainer. So Al Bellamy, good on him. And best luck to him as he continues to fight cancer.
That's right. Cancer fucking sucks. Fuck cancer. Anyone has to deal with it. So shout out to him, man. Like the guy beneath him, though, I do want to see Joe Opella. Who was he? Oh, he was on the Eagles. So yeah, okay. I'm not gonna hold that against you.
He's also in the training staff.
Yeah, but also stage 3 rectal cancer, 7 weeks of radiation. That's terrible, dude. Terrible. So good for him. That's 2 really good candidates that got to win that. That's pretty awesome. I think that's pretty cool. Ryan has a good point. He thought McCaffrey. He picked McCaffrey from last year's class. Benson was blocking his ass off. So JD Diaz didn't like McCaffrey. He didn't for whatever reason. He was always open. Ryan also says after this rando NFL exec coming out saying we are going to be shit this year. Yeah, they're talking about Jaden Daniels. Already talking about Jaden Daniels sophomore slumps, and it's just going to be fun. Just save all your receipts.
Look, there's 31 teams in the league that hope he does have a slump.
Yeah, save all your receipts. That's all I'm saying. Another fun little segment here I want to do, guys. So I want to do some bracket battles. We can lots of different categories. So I'm just going to start off where we just pick something. We can pick a category, and then we can pick something about these things, and we just battle them out and see who comes out on top. So I'm going to do this. We're going to start with NFL teams, AFC versus NFC. We're going to go logos. Okay. Is logos sound cool? Or do you want to pick a different identifier?
Let's do
Logos. Okay. You good with logos, Dev?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Picking logos. Here we go. All right.
Oh, this like we can't think of the old one. The old
what you see on the screen right now. Pick one. I like the new Patriots one.
I'm going Patriots. All
right, Patriots. Next. I like the Ravens.
I don't know. Like the logo?
Hey, logos only. Well, Phil already picked Ravens, so that's 2-0.
Yeah.
We gotta do majority.
Jags.
That KC logo is legendary, though.
I'm only biased because KC was my other AFC team. So I'm going to
go Kansas City.
All right.
I don't particularly care for either one of these logos, but I'm going to say Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo wins.
You guys I'm going to pick Cincinnati.
Buffalo.
All right, you guys win that one. I like the Bengals one.
I'm going to go Jets.
You going to pick an orange helmet?
I'm gonna go Jets.
Jets.
We actually have a logo.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Oh man, I kind of like the Texans one, man.
That Dolphins one looks a little.
Dolphins looks better on their helmets and shit.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go Texans. Raiders versus the
Raiders.
Titans.
That's probably nothing gonna beat the Raiders. I'm gonna let y'all know.
Oh, this is a tough one.
It's not tough at all. It's easily the Raiders.
About the same amount.
By the way, Tennessee's is better than the Jets and Buffalo's. By the way,
that's true.
But they're gonna lose to the Raiders. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate for them.
Hey,
I'm going to go with Raiders.
Phil and I could collude right now, Devin. Throw that out the window. I'm just kidding. You guys picked the Raiders? Okay. I would have picked Tennessee, but you guys are going Raiders. Raiders it is. I'm going Broncos.
I'm going Colts.
Broncos. That new Broncos is sick. Okay. Now we're in the second round of the AFC.
Ravens.
Hold on. Sorry. Ravens. I agree. Ravens.
That's a tough one, though. They're very, very similar.
Bills.
I'm going KC.
Kansas City.
Texans.
Yeah.
No, Dev.
I'm going
Broncos, Dev.
I'm going Raiders.
Raiders are knocked out.
What the fuck?
I'm going Ravens.
Dev.
The Ravens, yeah. Texas.
Ooh, it's a tough one.
I like the Broncos. I'm going. Phil, you're the deciding vote.
How come we even put ours up there?
Is NFC's next?
Texans.
Oh, I lost that one. All right, guys. Collusion. Oof.
Ravens.
I think I like the Ravens too.
Ravens.
Ravens is your AFC. Oh no. Okay. NFC now.
No,
Seahawks.
I was gonna say San Francisco. I'll lose that one.
Panthers.
I like the Panthers, and then that's not even being biased.
No, they updated that logo.
Fuck, man. I'm going with Dallas. I'm going with Dallas. I'm going with Dallas, man.
I'm going with Dallas because it's the star over the NY.
It's a star.
Yeah, but it's a star.
I'm going Dallas.
Just NY.
Dre, we can only choose the logos that are given to us, Dre.
Lions logo's better.
I don't like that Lions
better,
logo.
Lions logo's better than ours, bro.
I agree with, yeah.
I was gonna say I'll take the W on that one, but okay.
I'll go Lions.
See, I mean, the
Saints.
I like the LA Rams one.
Yeah, good redo. New Orleans won.
It's
Atlanta.
Falcons.
Yeah. I like the Vikings.
Vikings.
Dev, they have a horror film main villain bracket battle too. I think you like that one. I gotta go with the Bucks.
Yeah.
The Jolly Roger.
Yeah. I mean, the Chicago Bears logo is pretty much the same. It's Cincinnati Red Sea.
Panthers.
Yeah.
Lions. Oh, so that's hard, dog. I mean, I know you hate. I know everybody hates the Cowboys. That logo is iconic, bro. The logo's up there, man. It's hard not to. It goes with anything.
I like the blue. What do they call that blue again? Remember the
navy blue?
Talking Grit told us that what that blue is.
Cobalt blue.
No, it's a other. I
was making up some shit.
What are we going with?
Oh yeah, remember they told us what it was. Electric blue. No, that's Alliance Electric Blue.
Honolulu blue.
Honolulu blue. Yeah.
Yeah. Pick one, guys.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys logo.
Phil.
If we're just going logos.
Just going logos. I'm going Lions.
This hurts. Dallas.
Dallas it is. The vote wins. Atlanta.
Two Atlantas.
Yeah. This is a toughie.
I'm going Vikes.
Two
Vikings.
Two sets of people who pillaged. Who did more damage? Ooh. Panther.
Dev.
Ow. Y'all pick the Panthers. It don't matter.
I'm going
the Falcons.
I would go Vikings. I'll lose that one.
Ooh.
I'm going Falcons again. I'm going Falcons.
Panthers.
Oh, Steve, it's up to you.
I picked both of these.
Panthers.
I'm going Falcons. Better colors.
Nope, I'm a blue guy. I'm going Panthers. I like the blue.
It's a hawk.
It's all okay. Here you go.
Birds and cats.
Whoa.
I'm going Panthers.
I was gonna go Ravens. Damn, I lost that one.
Dude, we just chose the Panthers have the number one according to us.
No, I think the Raiders. I think the Raiders do, but that's all y'all.
What kind of world are we? It's bizarro world.
I think the Raiders have the best logo.
Bizarro world.
That's a
Raiders
logo, though.
Raiders in Atlanta should have been in the finals. Raiders in Atlanta should have been in the finals.
Oh man! All right, you can go all kinds of sports logos, but what I want you to do is we could pick any. Look at these stupid cat. You can do players, Pokemon. You can do super villains. You can do. Best movie franchises. Like I'll pick on that one, right? X-Men versus Planet of the Apes.
Franchises, X-Men. That's a good one. X-Men.
All right, let's just see where this goes. Sorry.
Oh, that porn stars.
Transformers versus Shrek.
Transformers movies are crap, man. But
Transformers 1 is
By the way, the new Shrek comes out this year, by the way.
Does it?
Or next year. They're working on it. Eddie Murphy and all them ready.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Shrek just because the first two are so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Transformers, the first two were good too.
Marvel.
Over Lord of the Rings, though, are we forgetting how big Lord of the Rings was?
It was big. I like Marvel better. It's more variety.
My personal would be Marvel, but if I was to say, based on just the substance of the fucking movies, dog.
Return of the King was on tonight.
Yeah, the substance of the movies, dog. The better movies.
The books are great too.
I think Lord of the Rings might have them beat because Marvel's only got like out of the 15, 20 fucking movies they got, like 5 are really, really good. The rest are like
All right.
Well,
I'll cede to that. I'll give you Lord of the Rings. Why not?
I think they're better movies.
Why not?
I enjoy Marvel more because it's just dumb TV. But
I'm not a Star Trek guy.
I'm going Matrix over Star Trek.
Star Trek, but that's
okay.
Rocky. Fuck, that's hard, bro.
Yeah, I don't think Die Hard. I didn't like anyone.
What's fucked up is, man, it's just Rocky 4 just wins.
I know Rocky 4.
Rocky 4 just.
I mean, Die Hard 1 was great, but 2 was okay at Dallas Airport. After that, you lost me with you lost me in New York City, and I think there's a couple after that. I gotta go Rocky. Dirty Harry, Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry is great.
It is great.
I am not into Blade Runner at all.
God, that's a good. Only reason I'm gonna say Blade Runner is a better movie than Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious is stupid TV, bro. It is basically loving hip hop with cars. It's basically just dumb shit and pretty people and explosions, bro. I mean, Fast and Furious is bad acting. The Rock can't act, bro. Let's just be real. Vin Diesel can't act, but those movies are so fucking good. And you can't explain it. You can't explain why somebody base jumping a Lamborghini or racing a submarine on ice with a Lamborghini is a good movie. There's no way you can tell me that those are good movies, bro.
It works.
But it works. I'm gonna have to say Fast and Furious because success, but Blade Runner 1 and 2 were fucking. Blade Runner 2049 is one of the best sci-fi movies of its time. It's like up there with what's that movie with the Matthew McConaughey fucking Interstellar? It's as good if you watch it as that, man. Yeah. It's really good. The new one and Blade Runner 1 with Harrison Ford in it when he was young was also just ahead of his time. If you're asking me which is the better series of movies, it's Blade Runner, bro. But if you're saying which one's the most successful and which one's fun to watch, it's Fast.
I don't know. I've never seen a Blade Runner in my life, so
you should watch it. It's dope. And it's
have you watched any Blade Runners?
It's porn.
I have, but I watched the original Blade Runner.
Yeah, okay. Blade Runner new one is better. Even though both of them are great. They're both.
What are you picking, Phil? I gotta feel like I'm
Fast and Furious because I was a car guy.
Right,
and the first one, the second one, and the fourth one are great.
I'm going Harry Potter.
Tokyo Drift can kiss my ass.
Yeah,
Tokyo Drift. It's stupid and cheesy. They're all.
Yeah, I like Tokyo Drift too. I know it's a guilty one.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm going Harry Potter.
I'm going Harry Potter.
I like Tokyo Drift just because you built out Han's character, and I like Han. As an Asian guy.
I like Pirates of the Caribbean because that dude's from Orange Bowl. Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, great actor. All right, X-Men versus Shrek.
We already did this one.
No,
we did.
That was the first one we did.
We did X-Men versus Planet of the Apes.
We did.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm going X-Men on this.
X-Men.
Ryan has never watched any Harry Potters. Ryan, you got to watch some. They're good.
I watched the original.
I'm going X-Men, guys.
Yeah.
All right. And then we'll do one more to end it. I'm a Matrix guy.
Lord of the Rings is 3 movies that people
Rocky.
watch.
No question. Rocky.
Yeah. Men in Black shouldn't be on this motherfucker.
Harry Potter.
I was just say Fast and Furious, but
X-Men.
I'm going Matrix.
Oh,
dethrone.
Rocky.
This is just the American
Rocky.
Rocky's gonna win.
Yeah.
Rocky's not the best.
All right, now we're in the West. Jack Ryan, Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
I haven't seen all of any of these. I haven't seen any Jack Ryans, by the way.
Mission Impossible.
How are they combining? And one's a TV series and one's a movie.
I don't know. I
guess just franchises. Okay.
Sorry, franchise. Jack Ryan's great. I've seen season 1 through 3, but
Mission Impossible. The consistency with those movies has been incredible.
Part 3 was terrible. The rest of them been fucking
Mad Max versus James Bond.
James Bond.
Bond.
And that's a hard one. Again, that's a little one Mad Max than somebody else. Jurassic Park, bro. Jurassic Park. Y'all kidding me?
Indiana Jones.
Kidding me? Y'all realize the Indiana Jones movies would have ended the exact same, no matter if Indiana Jones is in it or not. He changes no outcome of the movie. Like, why the fuck are we having this discussion, bro?
It's
crazy.
a storied and legendary franchise. I'm going Toy Story on this one. I'm going Toy Story.
I know where y'all gotta go back on it. There's no way y'all choosing Jurassic Park franchise or that over Jurassic Park franchise, bro.
Jurassic Park franchise had a lot of crap in it.
Y'all kidding me, bro. Y'all are kidding me. They both just came out with a movie, and one just went straight to DVD, bro. One went to the movie theater.
Alien versus Toy Story, Deb. Pick one.
Alien.
Yeah.
I lost that one. All right.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
That's going to win everything, by the way.
It is. I love Oceans. Oceans is great.
Terminator.
Terminator versus
the best sequel of all time.
James Bond.
Bond.
Bond. I'm going Bond, bro.
Yeah.
Aliens. Not even close.
You know what I'm picking.
Not even close.
Sorry, Phil pick Aliens. Yeah. All right.
Terminator.
There's no way Terminator beat Star Wars.
I gotta go Star Wars. I'm sorry. I gotta go Star Wars.
I love good for 2 shows.
He's been crap.
Dark Knight. Batman trilogy.
Hold on. Which are we talking about? All the Spider-Man, dog? With
Let's just say all of them.
Yeah, Spider-Man wins. All the Batman, all the Spider-Man. All the Batman, all the Spider-Man.
I like Batman better. I'm going Batman.
Fuck, man.
Sorry, Dev.
Well, I haven't got the chosen.
Bond.
Well, we've been voting out. We're just voting majority.
Yeah.
All right.
Bond.
What are you picking, Dev?
Bond.
I'm
a big Aliens fan. Romulus is a great movie, by the way, if you don't watch it.
I can't.
Star Wars.
Batman.
Star Wars.
No, yes. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, man. And it's gonna be hard to beat them. Star Wars. It's gonna be Star Wars again, dog.
Yeah. I don't like
Rocky.
There's only 2 good Rockies.
I gotta go Star Wars.
Rocky.
Yeah.
There's only 2 good Rockies.
I gotta go Star Wars. I'm with
but there's just 3. Wait a minute. There's more than 2 good Rockies, but there's 3 awful Star Wars. 4.
That's right.
All right, guys. This is the last one we're gonna do. Let's
don't do sports.
No sports?
Yeah, let's do something different.
What do you want to do? There's a category for everything.
Hold on, let's do porn stars. Not joking. Cartoons.
I'm not good with the wrestling one. You want to do villains? Horror movie icons? Horror movie villains?
I haven't seen a lot of the newer joints though.
Horror movie villains like this?
Pennywise versus Ghostface. I'm gonna go Pennywise, man. He eats kids, bro. So does my wife. No, I was joking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pennywise too.
Don't listen to that, baby.
Damn, Ghostface out in the first round.
Yeah. Jaws or Psycho?
Jaws is pretty rough,
dog. Psycho. That's not Psycho.
That's not Psycho.
American
Shining.
That's The Shining. Red Rum.
Oh, that's right.
Red Rum.
I'm going Jaws because I'm not
Jaws.
super. Yeah.
Man, I don't know. It's kind of tough. I'm gonna go Jaws with y'all though.
Okay.
Freddy
versus Saw.
Freddy
killing
your dreams. Boy, you can't escape that.
Nope. Jason versus Killer Clowns. Jason.
Yeah, I'm going Jason.
Oops, sorry guys, I had to close that ad. Jason.
Boy, Jason Voorhees. Hey, you never thought of, man, what if serial killers were black, bro?
I guess we'll never know. But
no, I mean, like, think about this, man. Like,
you should tell Jordan Peele to get on that.
You can do Silence of the Lambs with a black person, like they put the cocoa butter on the.
He puts the cocoa butter on the knees.
Tell Jordan Peele to get on that.
Like, what if it's Jamarcus Dahmer? And he was seasoning and fucking niggas and shit.
That's a Chappelle Show skit right there, man. Get on it.
Marcus Dahmer.
All right, guys. Pennywise.
Niggas be holding the gun sideways, killing people and shit.
Ooh, I'm
Freddy
going Freddy.
Versus Jason.
I'm a Freddy guy. I like Freddy.
I'm going Freddy. You gonna kill you.
Oh, I'm going Jason, but y'all win Freddy.
Jason can't catch nobody, dog. You gotta run. He don't even run. He's walks.
He just walks.
And he still gets them.
He does.
Freddy's
probably gonna win this.
Freddy.
Oh, this is all right. Pinhead versus the Leprechaun.
Pinhead's more enjoyable, but scary wise. Hellraiser was no joke, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it up to you, Steve.
Andrew Robinson is so creepy in that movie.
I like the Leprechaun better because I've only watched Hellraiser like one and a half times.
That's all you have to watch it.
I know.
How many times have you watched the Leprechaun?
Leprechaun's so cheesy a lot. It's so cheesy though.
What about the one in the hood with Ice-T?
All right, we'll go Pinhead.
Yeah, Leprechaun's good.
Chucky or Leatherface?
Oh my God, that's a good one. I'm going Chuck.
Chucky.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That creeped me out as a kid.
Oh yeah. Xenomorph.
Candyman versus Xenomorph.
Hold on, who is it? Oh, Candyman. That's right.
Yeah. Or better known as the nigga that locked the door on Lean on Me. Joe Clark. Lock the door.
Mr. Clark.
Lock him doors. Don't fail. Lock the
door. So who are we picking, guys?
I was this Candyman's voice does creep me out, and some of the death scenes get me.
You going with the Alien?
Xenomorph. So I'm an Aliens guy, bro. That's my franchise. One of my favorites.
Where you going, Phil? Alien? All right, Alien. Xenomorph. All right. Predator versus Michael Myers.
I'm going Mikey.
Predator.
I'm a Predator guy myself. Pinhead versus Chucky. I gotta go Chucky.
Chucky.
Chuck it is. Ooh, Alien versus Predator.
That's a real movie.
How do we get two?
Alien won, by the way.
That is not a setup.
Alien won, by the way. And they fought. Fight.
Who do you want, Dev?
Alien won on that fight.
I'm biased to the Predator, so sorry. My biases have continued. Ooh,
Chuck. I know you think they got the fight. I'm thinking of which series is better. I don't even know what I go by. But
I'm going Predator. Phil, you
Predator.
Predator it is. I like Chucky too, though, man.
Freddy. You can't go to sleep.
That's a good Predator, but okay.
All right, Freddy wins. Freddy wins. Okay, that's enough of that. I just thought that's a fun little thing. I think that'd be good for another barbershop. That everyone's comments were awesome as we were going along. That was great. That's exactly what it was supposed to be. Kind of running long. Greg Williams is out of the DC Defenders now. If you remember, Reggie Barlow left the DC Defenders, took staff with him. I thought Greg thought he was going to get hired. They hired the other interim. I think they hired the OC.
Yeah, so now Greg 2 weeks into the season, and with them playing fantastic defense, that's how they won both of their games so far.
But Greg's son's stepping up, and he's going to take over the defense. So that's not all is lost. Blake Williams is his son. He's going to take over the defense. So just further we do that. Key off season days. We're not going to talk about that. Do we want to end it with the Paul Rudd moment of the week? I think we do.
Which is the Big Dick Randy part 2?
Yeah, let's go ahead and introduce the Paul moment.
Hold on, we got to tell the people who weren't here last week, that didn't join us last week.
Well, let's introduce the segment first. The Paul Rudd moment of the week.
That's Paul.
And now it's time for my favorite segment, the Paul Rudd moment of the week. Every time I see Paul Rudd, I wonder if he made a deal with the devil to stay so effortlessly handsome.
All right, there's the Paul Rudd moment of the intro. Dev, let's set the scene for what we're about to show.
Last week we showed last podcast, which was Monday, we showed you the infamous
Phil Bullock, what's
Big
up, brother?
Dick Randy video about a Big Dick Randy dude who not only takes your candy but also your booty. And they wrote a song about it. It's on YouTube, and we'll probably put the description down here. But this is part 2 of this song. I haven't heard it.
Now I can only find I can't find an animated version. I can only find words. Just so you know. Now there's some kids who made a video for it. If you want to watch that, there's no.
I haven't heard the actual song though. Is it going to be the song they're doing it to?
Yes, it's the actual song.
Let's go.
All right. We're gonna watch this.
It can't be funny the first one, man. Because I'm still laughing thinking about
animation was made the first one great. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So I can't.
That guy got it on his website no more?
No, he has it on his YouTube channel, but there's no animation. It's just.
Does he have a part 3 or anything? It's just part 1?
No, he's got part 2. But it's not animated.
All right, fuck it.
That's the problem. So I kind of want to go show, but it's literally just the cover.
Play it.
All right, let's go. All right. Found it. Randy. Let's go. Big Dick Randy part 2. Listen to the words.
Outside of the well-known building Bang Bros Capital, where we have received multiple reports from all over the U.S. about sightings of a figure named Big Dick Randy. He is popping up in random areas, just stalking people and putting up posters of asses being ripped off. He is also writing on random walls the words, "Randy is coming for that ass and candy, nigga." Everyone please try to be safe on Halloween, although it looks like nowhere is safe.
Man, it's 2023 and Big Dick Randy coming back. And on Halloween night, he gon' be looking for a snack. If you see that nigga coming, better run like you in track. He a big scary nigga, man, he's 7 foot and black. He don't joke around, he don't fucking play. He gon' run off with your butt and eat it up like a buffet. You'll be trick-or-treating, hanging out, thinking it's okay. And then he'll run up on you, snatch your butt and run the other way. And there's niggas out here thinking it's a fucking game. Since the day that Randy got me, I ain't been the fucking same. Snatched me up and made me disappear just like he David Blaine. That nigga ever get you, this the only way to get away. Look him in his face and start moaning out his fucking name. He gon' start shaking, break his grip, and then you run away. He gon' keep that candy, you be lucky to take some away.
Big Bar, shut the fuck up, I'm about to have some fun today. Big Bar capping hard, there ain't no escaping me. He ain't get away, he in my lap right now, I'm taking cheeks. Halloween, I'm on a US tour and I'll be in your city, snatching off that butt and taking candy. I'ma show no pity.
What the fuck? Big Dick Randy just broke in the goddamn studio. He lifted me out the chair with one hand grabbing my booty hole. He hopped on the damn mic and said 2 lines and then he left a note. I'ma read that bitch to y'all real quick. This what he fucking wrote.
Dear all trick-or-treaters, I'm coming back for that ass. If I ain't get that butt last year, then this year's getting smashed. I ain't pulling up in no granny costume, that shit hard to run in. I'm pulling up in a tracksuit and we really gonna get this fun in.
What the fuck? What that mean? Big Dick Randy coming back on Halloween. And ain't nobody safe, man, not even you and me. Randy finna strike again, I'll tell y'all about it when I drop part 3 on Halloween.
Not as funny as the first one. But
not as funny as the first one.
Can we roll the first one again? Let's roll the first one one more time, man. The first one. So if y'all ever heard the first one, man.
I mean, I'll play it. I thought it was hilarious. Ryan, you missed the show, so I'm gonna dedicate this one to Ryan.
For Madison's birthday.
No, Ryan. If your daughter's in the area, please have her leave.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. Don't start yet. I got something to drink. Hold on.
Oh, you're gonna get up and walk. You're gonna get up and walk away before we play this. We're gonna have us wait for you. Yeah, we discovered this on Monday. Deb discovered this on Monday. The second one you just watched, I apologize. That was terrible. This first one is absolutely hilarious. We said we were never going to watch it again. Deb clearly wants us to watch it.
So Ryan Elias says we should do vintage YouTube videos when we were in school.
There was no YouTube when I was in school.
Ryan, I left school before YouTube was out and invented.
When I left school, the internet was barely a thing. So that's not going to work.
School, there was this dial-up, dude. While I was in college, I had a DSL.
DSL.
It just meant my Napster downloaded faster.
That's right, or LimeWire, or BearShare. I had Napster to start.
I kept. You know, it's funny. I kept Napster because I found it was better for organizing your stuff.
Yeah.
So I would download stuff and then put it in a Napster folder. But yeah, I used LimeWire for a while, and then LimeWire was crap, so I used BearShare too.
Yeah,
I was a BearShare guy.
BearShare just destroyed my computer with virus.
Oh, see, all right, LimeWire did it to me.
We're playing this, Deb. We got to get this over with. Here we go, Ryan. This is for you.
Oh, I hit my fucking knee on the table. Hurt like death.
The comments down in the actual channel are hilarious. It's actually animated right on the piano. This is part 1 of Big Dick Randy.
On Halloween, there will be a nigga, you gon' take his pain. He's big and black, he will take your candy. That nigga's name is Big Dick Randy.
Hey, Big Dick Randy, he take booty, not just candy. He dress up like he a granny, then he be waiting for niggas to walk off alone. He make sure they ain't near no home. He sneak up and he let out a moan. He rip off your booty and then he is gone. I remember one day, it was like 2012. It was Big Randy, I could just tell. He took my booty and I couldn't yell. I got to the house, mama said, where is your ass? And where is your candy? And I said, mama, it was Big Dick Randy. He came out of nowhere. On God, he appeared, and then he ran off on my rear. He took my whole booty and all of my candy, but you should be lucky that I'm even here. Randy's the real deal. He usually finishes the kill. I guess I got lucky. I don't know how I made it out of there alive before that big nigga could fuck me.
Randy, he is the one. Hide your daughters and hide your sons. Randy, he is the one.
You got one bag of candy and one bag of booty, bro.
No, get away from me.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
If he gets you, you cannot escape. So just be
Sorry,
ready,
Dre.
because that booty's gonna get raped. Randy's taking everybody. He ain't scared of nothing. It's Halloween, so he'll turn that booty to his pumpkin. He dresses up as a granny. It's a disguise. Then he walks up on you and looks you dead in your eyes. The niggas just be like, hey, what's up? How was your night? Then he catch him off guard when he start fucking they butt with his pipe. He do it so good, he do it so right. He taking the booties on Halloween night. And if your cake is tight, he's gonna take it all right. So don't even put up a fight.
On Halloween, there will be a nigga, you gon' take his pain. He's big and black, he will take your candy. That nigga's name is Big Dick Randy. He's big and black, he will take your candy. That nigga's name is Big Dick Randy.
This is hilarious, man. I look at a bag of booty, bro. They drew the moon in the background.
Oh my God.
Hide your daughters and hide your sons.
All right.
Oh man.
I'm sorry again. I'm laughing so hard. I got tears in my eyes, man.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, one bag of ass.
If you're gonna get demonetized, that's how you do it.
Might as well go out with a bang, right? Oh man.
Big Dick Randy.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it, guys. We've culminated on that note. Parting shots. Phil, you got a con this weekend? You going to another con? What are you doing?
No, this weekend I'm taking a break. Next weekend is my buddy's birthday, and it's also WrestleMania weekend. So
Cool.
Big deal for us. His birthday's on 4/20, and he is a pothead. He's also a Commanders fan, and he's a massive wrestling fan. He's the guy. I tell you, we go to my buddy's house to watch all the pay-per-views. It's his place.
Jay Gruden.
It is not Jay Gruden.
Oh, that was Jeopardy. I ain't know.
Jay Gruden ain't cool like my buddy Clem. But nonetheless, that's gonna be next weekend. So this weekend, I'm just like trying to not spend all my money. I'm just trying to chill and just relax for a weekend.
Yeah.
Haven't done that in a while.
Good, man. Got to do it. Enjoy. Do you have any parting comments?
I'm going to watch Sinners tomorrow, probably. I haven't talked to my wife yet, but
All right.
maybe she'll let me go.
By the way, if you are a wrestling fan, especially a fan of like older wrestling, WWE, under its new ownership, leadership, all that, they put out 2 channels on YouTube. One is the WWE Vault, and the other one is just WCW. And all they play is both live streams and they'll just stream like classic pay-per-views and shows. And they'll also put that stuff, like they'll put up the actual full shows on YouTube.
That's
right?
genius.
It's
like double and triple and quadruple dipping on your own shit.
Yeah.
Repaid for your old content.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like, and they put up new stuff all the time. They're doing like a countdown of 50 greatest WrestleMania matches of all time right now. And they'll put like the full matchup. They'll do full pay-per-views. They'll do a live stream where you just kind of come in and it's whatever they're showing at that moment. You can watch it. It's recorded. It's something from like 30 years ago, but they're playing it live. They're live streaming it.
That's what's up.
Right. So yeah, I just thought of that because I was like, I've spent a lot of time with those channels playing in the background when I'm at work. But since I know a lot of people necessarily may not watch the products now, but they did when they were younger. If you want to go back, it's all on YouTube for free now, or they're putting it on YouTube. There's just tons of it, and they're putting new stuff up all the time. So I think they're going to use YouTube because they got rid of the network, WWE Network, when they switched from Peacock to Netflix. So because of that, I think everything from the network is going to slowly transfer over to YouTube, which is smart because if they give it away for free, they're just getting that ad revenue all day long, baby, and that's smart.
Phil Bullock watched The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels go at it. Nice. Good stuff.
I got a couple of channels I watch. I got all the wrestling matches ever on it. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But you're getting this stuff in like 1080p now.
Remastered. My sons both got straight A's in their report cards.
Hey, good for them.
My youngest passed he's in 2 different swimming classes, and he passed both of his tests in both swimming classes. So we're gonna go see the Minecraft movie this weekend. I don't know anything about it, but that's what we're gonna do on Saturday. So $150 later, family of 5 to the movies. That's what it is these days. So
yeah, for sure.
Crazy. I think we're gonna go stock on candy at CVS before we go in there. I think that's the move, instead of paying $9 for a bag of Skittles. It's crazy. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. The comments were live, especially as we were going through the bracket battles. That's exactly how it's supposed to work. You guys did freaking great. That was phenomenal. But for those who stuck with us the whole time, thank you so much. You guys are the OGs. Love each and every one of you. Dre, Tia, Phil, Ryan, Tia already said Tia, but thank you.
Happy birthday, Madison, again.
Happy birthday. Yes. Happy birthday. Good job, guys. Wait, good shout out, Dev. I appreciate that. That was good stuff. All right, guys, we'll be back Monday. We are closer to the draft. We are 3 weeks away from the draft, so we'll get there, guys. Just stick with us till then, and then we'll be going live for the whole first round of the draft, so it should be fun. All right, thank you so much again. This will be out on the audio podcast platforms in about 10 minutes. So if you want to catch it on the replay, please do share it with someone, man. Tell a friend, tell a brother, tell a sister, tell a cousin. Let's get some more people on here, man. Let's continue to grow. So thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Inhale. Have a great weekend. We out.